Hi guys, it's Ravine. I'm here to do another reading, and it's a collective reading for this week, the 14th to the 20th of August. And I pulled 3 cards, and this is from Denise Salin's Sacred Destiny Oracle. And the cards I pulled was Release, Miracles in Reverse, and Opportunity. Yeah, such a beautiful pull, and really feeling this at the moment. Myself, I've twisted my back, so I am actually I'm in complete surrender mode, and really feeling that message from the universe. Injury, and I feel like it's really coming up to be fully released. And the message was stepping back. Not trying to control, not trying to do things that are beyond my means, just really letting go. And I can say on my journey, I haven't resonated for a while with the words, or the word, we'll say, surrender. And that is because there's still this node of needing to kind of bow down, to surrender, kind of against the will. And the more I kind of lean into it, the more I see that, this whole surrender is really subjective to the mind and the ego. So the ego surrendering, and when the ego surrenders, and that is really against the ego's will potentially, and desire, it really brings up the word allow, where everything is just happening around you, and you are allowing it, and you are able to just sit back and relax and lean into that. However, so I've kind of come back online, resisted the word surrender, and I'm here to say I am in full surrender mode. So this card Release, it's beautifully depicted with a tree, a maple tree, and it's autumn, and the leaves are clearly falling from the tree, and it is fall here, and we're starting to see the leaves change. We're in Canada, and it just talks of that, the letting go, the knowing, and that's not just with situations, it's with people, it's with objects that are no longer serving you. Letting go of old, maybe belief systems, we call those BS, self-limiting belief systems that drag you down, that really keep you stuck. And those are just old patterns, old paradigms that we've really been holding on to for so long, that we believe are still serving us, when there are parts of us that know they are not. They are no longer serving us in the ways that we need them to. So in order to really step into what is in alignment for us, whether that's a new job, or a new relationship, or new you, whatever it is, feeling good, just a state of mind, there's really this need for release. And in order to come to that place, there's an awareness. And I think that regardless of how much maybe we're in resistance or not, I think that this awareness is coming online anyway. So despite the fact that we might be in some sort of resistance to these shifts or changes, we are becoming more and more aware, and we can't actually resist that awareness. It's like a squeeze that's coming through. So as we're becoming more aware, it's really sinking into that and bringing that awareness to these patterns that are no longer serving us. The who, the what, the where. And for myself, this has been a really big one over this last, I'd say, since I think the spring, if not earlier, has been a journey of really selling all of our possessions and making a really big trip, and going to a completely new space and place, totally out of my comfort zone, but so amazing. Just really feeling this call to just jump into something and let go of all that's weighing me down. So the things and the stuff, all these things we have attachment to. So I'm seeing this card, release simple. It's very simply depicted as well. And that is what I'm seeing is needed to come online for what I'm seeing as miracles in reverse. So miracles in reverse, I see that in reverse because it hasn't quite come into play yet. I'm seeing this beautiful double rainbow, this gorgeous sky, and this mountain, and the sun is seemingly, well, I can't tell. It looks like maybe it's coming up or it's setting, and really, it's speaking to me of, yeah, this believing, this trust, what we are trying to really create. And I'm not sure if I spoke about it in the last video, but I know I've been speaking about it to others. I'm seeing this difference we're creating between our heart and our mind. And so for so long, I see that we've been creating from our mind what we want. Like, I know for myself, I have written things down, and to a T, I have, so to speak, manifested it. And then, whatever it is that I've manifested comes, and it's beautiful, and it's like, wow, this is just a miracle. And all of a sudden I realize, wow, this doesn't really align with me anymore. Or the big thing that hit me was, I forgot to add in how I wanted to feel. So I've manifested everything that my mind thought I wanted, and I didn't put in how I wanted to feel. So this was a really big wake-up call for me, and I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm doing this all in reverse, and maybe there is this certain trust and believing that if we can just stick with the feeling we want to feel, maybe the universe, source, creator, God, whatever you want to use, maybe it's better than we could even imagine it to be, what is created through our feelings. So to limit mind, to say, I want this thing, and meanwhile, maybe what we really want is safety. Maybe what we really want is security. Maybe what we really want is connection. To limit it with a picture or an image or words can really block what it is that we're actually trying to create. So that is under the realm of desire, when our will is what I see as our connection to source energy. And that is just something so amazing beyond what we could even imagine could be created with our own minds and our own imagery and thinking through desire. So I see that whole thing of letting go, releasing, especially what it is that we think we want to create and how it's supposed to turn out. And so I see this as trust. So being able to stay open and receptive, and really coming into that emotional body and feeling, what is it that you want to create? What is it that's no longer serving you? So I know there's a lot of people going through relationship things right now, and or their job is just no longer aligning with them. And it's not to necessarily jump out of the relationship or out of the job. If it's still serving some sort of purpose, that's okay. You don't have to jump out, but maybe what's asking of you is to start really focusing on, how do you want to feel, and believing that the universe and the laws of the universe, source, God, will just start aligning that for you, whether it's in the current relationship you're in, or whether, it's in another job or another opportunity starts to actually make its way in and realigns in your field. So that's what I'm seeing, that this miracle, these miracles, it's really in trust. And so I'm seeing this in a couple of ways. One is I'm seeing it's upside down because we cannot see it. We cannot really focus on it because it's part of the mystery. So we can't see it clearly, but it's showing you that it's there. And another thought is that it hasn't particularly come online yet, because we still have more to release. So I'm seeing actually two different ways of looking at this, and how, either of those, whichever resonates most with you, then brings us and leads us into opportunity. And within opportunity here, it's depicted, it's nighttime. The moon has its eyes closed. It just seems like it's a period of rest. This opportunity just seems, it's glowing. It's the night sky. I see there's some pine trees. It's just, there's this sense of relaxation. It makes me think of like camping and looking up at the sky, and there's nothing to worry about. There's no responsibilities per se. So again, focusing on that feeling. So it's not about not having responsibilities, but what is that feeling like when you go on vacation or you're actually doing self-care, where in that moment you don't have responsibilities. So that's kind of the feeling that's being brought up for me here, that feeling of freedom. So yeah, I'm seeing that it's just, it's like this sequence of events that are occurring, this release, and then this trust, or the other way around, the release brings the trust and comes into this greater opportunity. So I see that there's truly opportunities, really, in just really wanting to come in, for people right now. It's like the timeline convergence, as they say. I see that these timelines are just, they're really tugging on us, they're pulling on us, speaking to our greatest potential, and we're really being called into that. And I know for myself, I keep waking up every day and I'm just like, what did I come here for? What did I come here for? To play it small or to play it big? And I'm really feeling like I came here to play it big. And I just want to live. And anything that does not spark my soul really feels like it's just not in alignment with me anymore. And so therefore, I'm just not interested in doing those things, in the daily activities of life that just aren't making my flower bloom, maybe. So yeah, I'm just seeing this is such a beautiful lead in this month of August. It really seems like, as per last week and this week, there's really a theme here going on, and I'm seeing really new beginnings. I'm seeing this need for release. I'm seeing that really this trust coming online. And I know I've had so many, strange and amazing signs that maybe I'll share with you at some point in time. Just ridiculous things where you're just like, you can't make this stuff up. It is so amazing. And yeah, I'm just really staying focused on the opportunity and what it is that I want to feel, what it is that I want to create from my heart space, and knowing that opportunity is really coming, that these timelines are really calling us, that we're not actually calling them, they're calling us, and they just need us to come into a different space and to let go of what we think that's supposed to look like. So that's this week's reading. I hope you all have a beautiful week wherever you are. And yeah, much love to you. Thank you.